Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an expenses video. I'm going to list through everything that I bought during this week and also my ingoings. So this was filmed and this was all recorded from last Monday to yesterday to Sunday. So that is a whole 7 days of spending that I'm going to tell you about today. So first of all, last Monday I received a payment from one of the jobs that I work at. So I did get some money from ingoings, however I didn't spend any money on Monday. On Tuesday I went to a grocery store and I did buy some things from there, and I'll insert a clip now of the things that I bought. So for all of that shopping, I spent £19.87. The next day, on Wednesday, I went to a restaurant with my boyfriend called Bar Burrito, and we both got burritos, so I spent £8.45 at Bar Burrito. And then at the same time, when we were in town, there was a man selling magazines. If you buy a magazine, your money then goes towards helping things like knife crime within the United Kingdom. So I bought a magazine, it was an online magazine, and I paid £5 for that. In total on Wednesday, I spent £13.45. On Thursday, I had to run into Sainsbury's to get a few more grocery items because I didn't have as much as I thought I did when I went shopping on Tuesday. So here is what I got on Thursday. And that all came to £5.10, and that was the only expense I spent on Thursday. On Friday I got paid through another job, and my payment came in on that Friday, or that Thursday night, and then obviously I received it on the Friday. On Friday I spent the most money, I think, so I had to spend £8.82 for this software that I had to download onto my computer, which then helps me with one of my jobs that I do. So that was £8.82. I think it was I think it was 10 American dollars, and then that obviously worked out to be £8.82. So that's called Keywords Everywhere. It's just like a browser extension which helps you work out SEO numbers and statistics and things. So I downloaded that for only £8.82. And then I also spent some money because I needed to get some cleaning things for my bathroom because I hadn't bought any yet, so I wanted to make sure I had like a nice spray, some bleach, and like some cloth things to actually be able to use the spray on. So I'll show you what I got there. And those three items came to £5.20. And then Friday I also bought this top because on the weekend just gone I was doing a competition and I was helping out, I was volunteering for it, kind of setting up Zoom rooms and things like that. It was an online competition, and for it we are called blue shirts, so we have to wear like a blue shirt so the people on the Zoom call know who to speak to if they have a problem or anything. So I had to buy a blue shirt, and I found this from M&S in the sale section for only £10. So in total on Friday I spent £24.02. On Saturday I didn't get any money in to my bank account, and I didn't spend any money either. And then yesterday on Sunday I had to run to the shop again because I wanted to grab some snacks for the competition, because I did the competition once on Saturday and then I did another round on Sunday, and I did not have enough food. I was so hungry during the competition on Saturday, so I wanted to make sure I had enough food for me to get through the competition on the Sunday. So I ran to the Tesco near me and I got some things. And all of that came to £5.30. So it was really great because I have a Tesco near me, like a little Tesco Express. I mean, it's not like a massive one, but it's not too small. From my hometown, the one in my hometown is a lot smaller than the one here, so that is really good because they do have a lot of vegan options for me still. And I have a club card, so you can get a club card for free online on the tesco.com website, and that is, I would highly recommend doing that because you actually save quite a lot of money. So for the last shop, for example, on Sunday, the £5.30, the amount of the shop was previously £6.45, but I ended up paying £5.30. And I think the same thing again when I went to get the cleaning products, and just whenever I go to Tesco's, I always save at least £1 or, you know, something like that, which is great because then if that adds up during the month, you're going to be saving lots of pounds, which is brilliant for you to then use on your laundry or other things. I would definitely recommend getting a Tesco club card, whether you live near a big Tesco or even if there is a little Tesco Express near you, it's still great to use a club card, so I would definitely recommend getting one of those. Also, obviously this week I haven't done laundry, but I will probably be doing a laundry either today or tomorrow, and you've got to keep in mind that the laundry does cost around £5. So we use a thing called Circuit, which is an app, and you have to pay for the wash, and then if you want to do a dry, you also have to pay for the dry. So the wash is about £3.20 I think, and the dry is £1.80, so that is around £5 each time. Also, if you are using the app and not a card, because you can use a card to top up, however I do use the app, and if you are using the app, the minimum number you can put onto the app at any one time is £5. So if you are only going to do a wash and you only need to put £3.20 in there, you have to put £5 in there. So you've got to make sure you have that ready and available if you do need to do a wash, if you do need to do a laundry, which you should be doing, you know, at least every 10 days. So make sure you do have that money secure somewhere where you will be able to do your laundry. Also, this week I didn't have to pay for my phone bill, but I did have to pay for that a couple of weeks ago. So that is, I think it was £10, or it's between £10 and £12 each month, and I have to pay that. So me paying that, I've got to again bear that in mind. So you've got to bear that in mind as well. How much is your phone bill? Are you paying it? And when do you have to pay it? Make sure you have that written. Make sure you have that money available for you to be able to pay your phone bill. Also, obviously, I haven't included my rent because that kind of gets paid all at once. You don't pay it by weekly instalments. However, I will say how much it is. So for my rent for where I'm living, it would be £165 per week. That includes everything from the room itself, from the bills, the Wi-Fi, the water, the electricity, all of that. All the bills are included. Another thing to mention is that I don't have a TV license, but some of you may have to get a TV license if you're wanting to watch things like BBC. However, I don't actually have to have a TV license because I use this thing called a box of broadcasts. As a media student, we are allowed to sign up to this box of broadcasts, which Cardiff University kind of like pay for. And I can watch things from the BBC on there, maybe it might take a few hours for it to get on there. I can't watch it live necessarily, but I might be able to with some. But then the next day, if you just go on there, and then you can see what was uploaded the previous day, and if you're available to watch it. So that's what I use to watch things on like BBC, but you might not be able to have access to that, so you have to also bear in mind getting a TV license, because you have to get a TV license if you're watching BBC on a TV, or if you are watching it live on your laptop, or if you are watching BBC iPlayer. A final thing to quickly mention is that last week I probably went to my building's gym at least 4 times. However, I didn't have to pay anything for that because I am already paying my rent, and the gym is kind of like included in the rent. It is a very tiny gym, but I'm still able to use it for free, and I used it quite regularly. So that's another thing to bear in mind. Like, if you do want to go to the gym, you may need to pay like a weekly fee or like a one-off every time you go in fee, or you may pay a monthly fee or a yearly fee. So again, you've got to bear that in mind. I'm so lucky I don't have to pay anything for the gym. I can use it for free, but you need to think about that if you would like to use a gym. So my total ingoings for the week from Monday to Sunday was £295.53. Now that is not always the case, because normally I get paid, so one week I get paid for one job and then the following week I get paid for the other job, and that's just the way it goes. However, there was an issue the following week with the payment, and that payment didn't come in, which would normally have come in on like a Friday of the previous week. It didn't come in until the Monday. So normally I would have only had an ingoing of £95.82. However, because I was paid on a different day in that week, I was the ingoings is obviously a lot higher for last week than it normally is in a general week. And then my outgoings were £22.74, and I feel like that is quite a good general week, because it did include, you know, going out to a restaurant. It did also include extras like this top. However, it did include things like cleaning products and groceries. However, it didn't include things like a phone bill or things like laundry, which again you will have to keep in mind when you're living in university. To be honest, I could probably get by with spending £50 a week, maybe even less, £40 a week, especially if you don't include like this top and then that chrome extension that I have to add, and then the magazine that I got, and then also that burrito that I bought. Like, if you take away those things, I was probably only really spending like £40, and I probably only spent about £40 on groceries for the week, which probably is quite a lot. However, I did spend £5 on those cleaning products, so again it was probably only like £35 a week on groceries. And I haven't even gotten my student loan yet, so my student loan should actually be sent today. So I haven't been using any of my student loan yet because it hasn't come through yet, and I have been here for 2 weeks before the student loan has even come out. So I've just been spending my money from my wages that I get from my 2 jobs. Also, I did have a bit of money saved up previously from the jobs and the work that I was doing in the summer holidays, so that was obviously able to pay for a few things as well in the weeks like leading up. So yeah, those were my expenses. I didn't spend too much. I was glad. I didn't want to spend more than like £100 in a week. That is way too much. But the thing is, I don't really go out to drink, I don't buy alcohol, I don't really go to nightclubs, so again that is a big cost taken out of my weekly expenses. If you do like doing that and you want to do that, then that's great and that's fine, but you've got to remember that you've got to include that into your budget and think about what you'll be spending during the week, especially if you don't have any jobs or if you are getting a smaller student loan than you would have hoped for. You need to be especially cautious on how you're spending your money. So I spent £72.74 this week. I'm going to also include the £165 and tell you how much I would have spent as if I was like paying the rent weekly. Apologies, I just made a huge mistake. I forgot that the payment that I make each week, well I would be making each week for my room, is only £140. It's not £165. It was going to be £165 because I was only going to be staying here for 1 semester. However, that changed and I will be staying for the whole year, so it's £140 a week for my accommodation, which again includes Wi-Fi, bills and everything. So it's not £165, it's £140. So let's work out how much I would have spent if I had to also pay the rent for this week. So including the rent and including all the expenses I spent this week, I would have been paying £212.74 for living basically this week. I feel like that's not too bad, that's not too expensive. Again, like Cardiff is relatively cheap compared to other cities in the UK, especially compared to London and probably bigger cities in England such as like Manchester and Liverpool. So I feel like you can get away with quite a bit in Cardiff in terms of what you get for your money. But again, money is all like subjective and people have different views of what is expensive and what isn't. So I hope this video was interesting and I hope it was useful for you to be able to then realise what you need to do for your expenses, if you will need to get a part-time job, or if you need to just realise you need to budget better and make sure you don't spend too much on unnecessary things, and make sure you're just spending things on like proper things like laundry and food and everything, which obviously you need to be able to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and if you have any other videos that you want me to do, please do write them down in the comments below and I will get onto them as quickly as possible. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.